Hey guys, welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. It is Thursday morning. We're nearly hitting 50 degrees outside in the UAE, but worry not, we're here for you. We spoke about Dubai as one of the most expensive cities, and we know why. And also the Love Island star got into a bit of bother on an Emirates flight.
And a Dubai restaurant treated a group to a free breakfast on Arafat Day. And we're also going to talk about why we're obsessed with moisturizing our hair. We'd really love if you can subscribe to the Lovin Dubai Show podcast wherever you get your podcasts from. Enjoy the show.
Good morning, Dubai. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai Show, where we go through the top trending stories. Of course, the top story for you today: Dubai is one of the most expensive cities for foreign employees.
In other news, Love Island star Jack Fowler suffered an allergic reaction on an Emirates flight.
The Dubai restaurant who treated a group to free breakfast on Arafat Day, which we love.
And we're also going to be talking about why people should be moisturizing their hair.
It's 258 days since the genocide began on October 7th in Gaza. The current death toll stands at 37,396. The number of injured people is 85,523, and 1.9 million people have been displaced from their homes.
The weather today is fair in general, partly cloudy at times. The lowest temperature recorded in the UAE yesterday was 23.7 degrees Celsius, while we hit 49.5 degrees Celsius in the Suwayhan area. Toasty.
Yeah, can I just say, by the way, I could be having like a rose-tinted lens on the Dubai summer, but I flew back in at 6 a.m. this morning and I left the airport. I didn't notice.
That it was warm?
Yeah.
Really?
No, I expected, because I was getting on the flight, I was in France, it was beautiful, it was like 25 degrees, and I expected like the oven. I was just waiting for that.
I always get the oven. You guys know the oven. When you step out of the airport, you just get a whiff of like hot air and you're like, yes, I'm home.
But I didn't get that.
Maybe 6 a.m. is like the best time.
I thought it was meant to be like humid, and I've seen the reports on Lovin while I was away. I was furiously scrolling to check what the weather would be, and I saw loads of people talking about the weather, but I missed, has it gotten super hot in the last 2 weeks?
Yeah, I believe so, honestly. And like car temperatures, you see the temperature in the car, it's always like a lot hotter. So every time you step into the car, you're just like, it's so hot in here, it's like an oven. But not entirely summer yet, it's gonna get a little more warm.
We're not there yet. Maybe it's because I saw Rich, boss brother, I saw his stories, and he said he's still running in the morning, and he said he hasn't got that full humid yet. So
not quite there yet.
I'm going glass half full on this one.
Yes,
maybe
definitely.
It won't get there.
Let's hope so. Let's hope so. For some reason.
We're going glass half full today, especially as we jump into our first story, which may cause some eyebrow raises. Dubai is one of the most expensive cities for foreign employees. So are you feeling the pinch at the end of each month, and are you finding it difficult to make those savings, especially in the last few years? Dubai is ranked as one of the most expensive city for foreign employees, and now we know why.
Because according to Mercer's latest survey, Dubai has climbed 3 spots to become the 15th most expensive city globally for foreign workers. The rise in living costs in this financial hub is primarily driven by surging property rentals post-pandemic.
Hong Kong remains at the top of this year's ranking, with Singapore following closely behind. The other countries which ranked highly, you may not be surprised, we've got Zurich, Geneva and Basel in Switzerland. And they complete the list for the world's most 5 expensive cities. That makes sense to me, because I think that pre-pandemic, it did feel like we were a little bit more flush.
I agree.
A brunch didn't seem, for example, a brunch at a weekend was like, oh, you'd go and you wouldn't think too much about it. Now I'm like, is it my age or is it the city?
No, I feel like it's the city. I remember because we're here talking about it was saying something about rental properties post-pandemic. I 100% agree. I got a studio in JVC and it was a new build. So it's supposed to be relatively lavish. It was for $25K a year at the time. 25. You cannot get that price here anymore. There's no way. There's no way.
It was $25K a year.
And it was lavish, guys. This was a tower in JVC overlooking the central circle of JVC. I know JVC at the time and still has a lot of construction going on, but I didn't hear any noise. It was a really nice new building. No one had lived in my studio at the time, so I mean, before me. So You'll never get these prices. That's it. I think it's the rental prices that have like the say of how like expensive the city is.
Exactly. So that's why we're ranking higher than we have in the last number of years. They're attributing it to rental prices, but you just look at the difference of what we paid. And if you're saying it was 25K for a beautiful studio in JVC, and JVC has just really come up in terms of location, like in terms of prices, it feels to me like it's a high-end premium location now. Obviously, it's not the Palm, but like the prices are premium.
So. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that's about, but like, it just seems to be the way rental prices are going. It's just increasing. I feel like it like calms down a bit during the summer because not a lot of people are coming to Dubai and stuff. It seems to calm down a little bit, but like. It's not pre-pandemic times and prices.
No, I'm searching for an apartment. I'll be moving in August, and I've always happened to have moved in the summer. It doesn't I feel like that's like a rumor or a myth that prices drop. I don't know. Who knows? 8:37. Let's jump into our next story. We hope Jack Fowler is okay.
Yeah, so speaking of Jack Fowler, if you don't know, he's the season 4 Love Island contestant. He suffered an allergic reaction to nuts on an Emirates flight around 2 days ago. He basically asked and informed flight attendants before ordering his meal that he's severely allergic to nuts. He was assured the chicken dish contains no nuts, but he was not handed a menu, so he didn't see the word nuts on the menu. He stated his throat began closing and he couldn't breathe. He administered his EpiPen and was given 5 tanks of oxygen and was admitted to the hospital upon landing.
Emirates issued a statement. They said, while Emirates aims to cater to customers with specific needs by offering a variety of special needs that cover medical, dietary and religious requirements, we cannot guarantee a nut-free in-flight environment. So they say they urge travellers who have these dietary or medical requirements to check our website and consult their doctor before travel.
Nut allergy is really serious as far as I heard. Thankfully, I don't have any food-related allergies, so I don't face that problem. But people who do face that problem and they have to travel, this can happen. If you don't see a menu, you don't see the thing that you're allergic to on the menu, what are you gonna do?
You're right. It's so unless it's in your vicinity, you may not understand how serious it is. But May in our office, he's always checking: does this have nuts? Does this have nuts? And it's super strict in terms of what you can and can't eat. And it's especially hard for parents and kids. And if they're going to birthday parties and they have to ask in advance what the menu is. But we know, and I need more information on this story, but. You have getting on an Emirates flight, and this is my favorite flight hack, is that you can choose your dietary requirement meal. You don't get to choose your exact meal, but you can say, I don't think other airlines do this, but you can get lactose-free, gluten-free,
if you're
vegan.
Diabetic, there's so many different options that, they cater to.
So I'm guessing that you would need to ask in advance if you have a dietary requirement. You would need to check that before you get on, and maybe they have a specific no nut one. I don't know if they do actually, but it's also a flight hack, because if you do that, then you get your meal before everyone else.
People have been saying in the comments that flights in general should just not serve anything that has nuts. What do you think?
Because of people with nut allergies? Oh, it's so tricky because there's so many other intolerances and
so many
that it's okay. Well, why cater to these? I don't if there was a strong number of the population that was majorly affected, but I would rather than serving everything with no nuts, because I believe that nuts are consistent in a lot of dishes.
Yeah.
Maybe having, if you're going to have if you're going to have a vegan option, also have a nut-free option. But maybe they do.
Maybe. Who knows?
Let's jump into our next story. It's 8:40 on this beautiful Thursday morning. We want to talk about why people, now I hope you're listening up, are obsessed with moisturizing their hair. So summer is here and it's the season for dryness.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. It's so hot, which means we need to double our efforts. And while we usually focus these efforts on moisturizing our skin, we want to take a minute to talk about this latest trend, which is people are moisturizing their hair.
I, for one, have to agree on this, because if you can't go a day without moisturizing your skin, how can you not be obsessed with moisturizing your hair? especially as we head into summer. It's dry, brittle hair. Unfortunately, that's a thing. But I found a product, and I want you to know about it.
So I came back into the office today from travels, and this was on our desk. So much fun. We literally get so excited when we get delivered some hair care goodies. By the way, your hair is looking pretty amazing these last few days. Have you been using this?
Maybe a little bit, yeah. So Vatica has a line of different products, and it's the reason why my hair has been looking so refreshed and hydrated lately is because I've been using this one thing. And I updated my hair care routine and used the Vatica hair cream. And I've noticed that it made such a difference, and especially with our jobs, you need to have your hair constantly styled, basically. So how could we not take a moment to replenish and moisturize our hair?
I did not. So when these came in, I took a proper look, and I get so sold by different types of ingredients. So this says Spanish almond. Yes. When you see different things, you're like, oh, I could have that in my hair. I could have almond.
You can have
from Spain in my hair.
I can have honey and castor in my hair.
I hear that one of the main issues that I have, and I think it's really common, is that we're using things like hair, heat tools.
Yeah. Right, yes.
And they're evils that literally strip the essential moisture out of your hair. So if you're telling me that this is going to make my hair look like yours, Farah, I'm here for it.
We're here for anything to help improve hair care, honestly. And as a curly girl...
curly girl.
Yeah, that's the name now. So as a curly girl... we have to think about moisturizing our hair because it will not survive. It has to be re-washed, refreshed, all that stuff. So if I could get it started off the bat, use something that'll hydrate my hair, I don't have to wash it as often. And washing our hair, curly girl stuff again, you can't wash your hair as often as you do straight hair because it'll get dry. Hence, stuff like this.
So... when I was growing up, I washed my hair every single day. But actually, we think that probably strips the essential oils. So we're washing it less, but we're being more mindful of the products that we're using. I didn't realize it was like a curly girl thing.
Yeah, it's only because I think, people with curly hair in the community, we realize how essential it is to have our hair moisturized so that we don't have to wash it as often. Because if you don't moisturize it, it's going to look brittle. It's going to look dry. You're going to have to find something to moisturize your hair with anyway. Start from now. Start from the beginning. Use something that'll help keep the moisture locked in your hair.
So true. I think there's two types of people in this world. People who are obsessed with moisturizing their skin.
Yes.
When you get into it, I feel like it's zen. If I'm putting on hand cream, I'm like, this is a moment for me. You know what I mean? And I get, I love moisturizing my skin. And it makes sense when I have dry hair that I should think about it in a moisturizing technique. So I'm here for products that are going to give me that kind of hydrated hair look.
I agree, 100%. This is why I am so down for anything that'll help improve my hair and my hair texture.
My main issue is just figuring out, I'm like, do I have dry, frizzy and coarse hair, or do I, you know what I mean? It's like I have all of the problems, so I'm just going to take this.
Just the whole bag.
We'll the whole bag. That will be for me for later. Joking. We can share. Speaking of sharing, we love when people pay it back, and it's nice to be able to give a platform to the people that do.
Yes, 100%. A Dubai restaurant treated a group to a free breakfast on Arafat Day. So basically a group of 5 people chose to break their fast on Arafat Day at Mama Ish in Dubai. When they requested the bill, Mama Ish informed them that the meal was complimentary from the owner in honor of Arafat Day.
Mama Ish is a popular Palestinian restaurant in Dubai, and it's not only known for its delicious cuisine, but also for its vocal support for Gaza and other charitable acts, which we've covered before. And our main thing is you don't need to promote when good things happen, but when they do, if someone else is able to help you shout about them, it's really nice for other people to see that act and think, wow, that's a great thing. And I think that small act of kindness is really lovely.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like, and this story, we didn't come across it from the restaurant itself. It was one of the people who went to the restaurant on Arafat Day. They were fasting because it's really popular to fast on Arafat Day. So they went to Mama Ish to break their fast, and you know, they asked for the bill, and they were like, "No, it's covered. It's covered."
Sweet.
That is really sweet, to be honest. It's really nice when restaurants like really pay it forward and show that, you know, they love their customers.
Yeah, yeah, it's so nice. And you see from the comments the love for Mama Ish. So, like, people are just saying it's the best Palestinian food in the UAE. That's open for debate, but that's what people are saying. And it's a great representation of the Palestinians. So proud of him. And then someone else said, we can all, Zainas, DCDXB, said in the comments, we can all learn so many important life lessons from Hussam, who is the owner of Mama Ish. This recognition is well deserved. So Hussam, keep doing what you're doing. The community love you. And if anyone's passioning Mama Ish, why not pop in and support a local homegrown community restaurant who's doing amazing things.
Yeah, and paying it forward in ways that you wouldn't expect. Maybe the likelihood of getting something for free from restaurants is not likely, but I mean, with restaurants like Mama Ish that are homegrown and stuff, I mean, it's not impossible.
No, but yeah, but I think it's a reminder for everyone, as in, he is an owner paying it forward in his own way, but people can pay it forward in their own ways. On that positive note, 8:47 on Thursday morning. This feels like it'll be a short week because I just got back into the chair today, but I think it's a shortish week for everyone. But we're going to be back with you tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Have a brilliant day. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Bye.